It's Robin. So today would be day 3, day 4 since I've started. I haven't really been checking in like I said it would, but I've been going through. It's not that I'm not sticking with it, it's the fact that the fasts are too long for me and I get sick before I can even reach a 24-hour mark. Um, I've been advised by some people that have done some prolonged fasting a little bit longer than I have, and they said a good place to start is to do some intermittent fasting so that, my body can just be used to not having food in it for a very long time. So I started with some intermittent fasting. My first fast that I started when I started my YouTube, I went to 20 hours before I ate anything. I think I broke with some hamburger patties and 2 bratwurst. No, I think I only ate 1 bratwurst. I can't remember. It's been a few days. But I fasted for about, I'm going to say 14 hours before I ate something. And I felt bad, so I went on, my app and I, said, can I get any advice? And I was told to get away from sugar first, which that's already easy. I mean, I'm fine with eating, sugar-free or sweetener or whatever else, to kind of eat that back. My addiction is sugar. I never had the addiction to chips. I like sugar. But last night me and my husband tried one of these lilies. Not sponsored, but it's salted almond milk chocolate. It was pretty good. It was supposed to be milk chocolate, but it kind of tasted like dark chocolate. I mean, I do like dark chocolate, but I don't know if I really want to try their actual dark chocolate because it might be just a little bit too dark for me. But I liked it. It definitely took away my sweet tooth. My husband didn't mind it either. We halved the bar. Okay, so serving size is 40 grams, so there's about 2 servings. A little bit over because it says it's 85 grams. And then there's 21 grams of carbs. Dietary fiber is 11, so you'd minus 11. So that'd leave 10. So this thing's about 3 or 4 net carbs per serving, which isn't bad. It's not bad compared to if I were to go get a special dark with almond Hershey bar, But I'm sticking to it regardless of where I need to go. As long as I'm not eating anything that has a bunch of carbs in it, I feel as if I'm doing relatively good. More so lazy carnivore keto mix, I guess. I do feel more satiated when I am eating a lot more meat. Beef in particular. I feel as if hamburger patties are easy because you can really look at and get the type of fat content that you want. Or like my hamburger patties right now, I think they're $75.25. I just went to Walmart and got the cheap box of burgers. But I am poor and I feed more people than just myself, so if they do not want to sit and eat hamburgers all the time like I have been, then they don't have to. This is just what it is I'm doing for myself. But I'm on day 3 or 4, and I will be continuing on going, and I am not going to stop. I want to see results. I am tired of being this way. But I told you guys that I would give you a little bit more of a story time. So as a kid, I have always been overweight. It's not that I haven't lost weight or gotten down, but I've just never been skinny. I've always been chubby, whether, you know, and I've literally never been skinny. I think the smallest size I've ever been was like maybe a size 11. And that was when I was 12, 13. I can't remember. It was before I met my ex-husband though, and I mean, I was still chubby. I wasn't I was overweight, but thick, I guess. But when I met my ex-husband, he was lazy. I mean, lazy. He would pick me up from work, and the first place we would go is to McDonald's. Even though there was a Kroger's right across the street where we could pick something up for dinner, it was just instantly McDonald's. And at the time, I worked at a kitchen, so I didn't want to come home and cook him a meal right away, but I wouldn't have been opposed to grabbing something like to make sandwiches or something healthier than a McDouble or a caramel frappuccino, and he would always call me in with those caramel frappuccinos. Um, I gained a lot of weight, and I was close to 300 pounds, and it got to the point where I didn't want to buy no new jeans. I didn't want to buy no new clothes. I didn't want to even know what size I was. I didn't. It broke my heart being that big. It broke my heart seeing all those stretch marks on my skin and knowing that I may never be able to get those away, you know? Well, when I was with him, I got on the diet with, the raw till 4. And I mean, I'm not saying it didn't work. I'm not saying it fully worked. I'm not saying it didn't cause any problems. But I got down from almost 300 pounds all the way down to 180. And I felt good. I felt good. I ate a lot of fruit, and I had smoothies, and my meals consisted of just a lot of plants. My favorite thing was tofu, spinach, mushrooms, and rice. Um, that was good. But at the same time, doing the Raw till 4, I ended up getting a lot of headaches. My periods were crazy. I don't know if it helped my current issue that I have, my current medical issue that I have now, or if it made it happen or what. But I mean, I would go through cycles where I was bleeding for like 14 days, and then I would stop bleeding for maybe like a week, and then it would start again, and it was really heavy and it hurt really bad. And I talked to my doctor about it, and all she told me is that estrogen stores in fat cells, so as you lose weight, you lose the estrogen, so I didn't think nothing of it. Speed forward to, after I had my divorce and I lost that weight, I met a wonderful man, and his name was Tanner. Well, William, but we call him Tanner. And I maintained the 180 for a while. And granted, I wasn't done losing weight. I have always wanted to be anywhere from 140 to 160, so I was nearly there. If I would have just kept going, I would have made it. But me and him went through some hardship into our relationship, and we became homeless together. And his family didn't want to help us. My family didn't want to help us. We were all on our own. My grandma, she would let us stay the night when it got too cold outside. If it was below freezing, she would let us stay the night. She would let us come over and take showers. She'd let us come over and eat. My parents seemed to have a problem just helping me out that much, just giving me a roof over my head for the time being while he was at work, or let me come over and take a shower so I could shower for work. So when you are homeless, the only thing you want is a hot meal. especially when it's cold and it's snowing outside, and that hot burger warms your hands. And it's a feeling that I can't describe. If I can only describe if you've been that cold. So one bad thing about gaining and losing weight is you have fat cells, and those fat cells have memory. And here I am. I blossomed to 245 pounds, and at least I didn't gain as much as I had with my previous marriage, but I still gained almost nearly all of it back. And I've been doing keto carnivore on and off since January, and I've gone through just different struggles and stuff that made me, go back and just, eat the Taco Bell, eat the McDonald's, eat the cinnamon rolls, eat the cheesecake, eat the candy bar. And I'm done. I was diagnosed at 22 with primary ovarian failure, and that means I am going through menopause, or I am, or I'm about to. I kind of don't really understand it, but it's kind of like one of those things where everyone's always wanted to be, they had their dreams, dream career, whether they want to be firefighter, they want to be in the military, or they have their dream. My dream was always I wanted to be a mom. I have 4 cats and 2 dogs. I need a baby. So I'm hoping that this low carb or 0 carb lifestyle will help me eventually achieve that. It's more for than just, me losing weight. It's for my body to become healthier. It's to figure out if there's any problems with my body and food. Which foods it is I should not be eating and putting into my body and that are causing me problems. So, hopefully, eventually, we will get there together. Well, that's it for today, and hopefully I will be able to update you guys within the next few days. Comment down below, and maybe you guys can give me an idea of a proper uploading schedule we could get used to. I just don't think every single day is going to happen. I don't even really know how to edit any videos. I'm going to have to figure that out. I don't have a computer, so it's all done from my phone. But like this video, and click that bell down below, and it should let you know every single time I upload. Thanks guys, talk to you later.